Spring has sprung and it is time to spruce up your living area, and why not do it with a hand-painted pillow that you can do yourself. And Mary Jane of Stitch and Paint Whistler, you have some beautiful pieces. I love them.
Thank you, Heather.
But you're going to show us how we can paint our own pillowcase today.
Yes, I am.
And we're doing a tulip.
Yes, so I thought we'd do a tulip because it's spring and I have just the perfect tulip to show you. It's nice and easy. We have some nice colors here. We have the red and we have the yellow, and we're going to mix those together and make a little bit of orange.
Okay.
The different paints that I have, you can get these paints pretty much anywhere.
So you're just using basic acrylic paints?
Yeah.
And you're mixing it with one important compound, basically.
That's right, and it's a fabric fixative, and you can get this pretty much anywhere. Okay. It's a fabric painting medium.
Great. All right, well, let's get started, Mary Jane.
Okay, sounds good. We're going to mix our red paint with our fabric fixative like this.
All right.
And try and center your design in the middle here and a couple of inches from the top, because we're going to have a seam here.
Great.
So we're just going to go straight on top like this and put our top of tulip like this. We're going to just do the top of the oval for now, and then we're going to take a little bit of yellow. Now the yellow is actually going to go on top of the red.
All right.
And when it goes on top, it's going to mix and make this slightly orange tone.
Beautiful.
Like this. And then we're going to bring this round like this and make a little teardrop shape. Just like that.
Oh, I see. So that's one of the petals of the tulips.
That's right. So we're just going to
You make this look
around.
So easy.
These shapes are so basic though, I think pretty much anyone can do them. Yeah.
And what is the best fabric to use?
Well, here I'm using a cotton canvas, and usually it's the best type of thing to use is something that's natural.
All right.
So now we're just going to take a little bit of red, and we're going to just go over on the one side like this and bring it down a little bit like this.
And blending them you can do at your own pace, really, if you want your tulip to look more red, more orange, more yellow.
That's right. Just whatever feels right. That's what's fun about this. Now we're going to take a little tiny bit of white.
And adding the white is going to do what?
Well, what we want to do is highlight the tip of the petal here so that we get a nice contrast.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. And we just want to blend that over this way.
Great.
So now we're going to go back to our yellow. So here we're just basically going to go right over top of both of them. And you can do a little bit of shaping here if you want, just to make the petal look a little bit more natural. And then just bring this round almost to like a love heart shape. And just quickly fill in that spot.
So it's 4 simple shapes, really. We sort of had our,
That's right.
our half circle on the top, our teardrops on the side.
That's right.
And then we have our basically heart overlapping.
That's right.
All 3.
So here we have, this is a nice leaf green. And again, I'm mixing it with the fabric fixative. I've taken a slightly thinner brush, and I'm basically going to draw a straight line down.
Okay.
Just like that.
One straight line, one beautiful stem.
And then at the top, you're going to just bring a tiny bit of the dark underneath the tulip to give it that look like it's actually holding the tulip.
Okay.
Here I've actually
Gone ahead a few steps.
Yeah, I've got the tulip here, and I've drawn in a couple of leaves here for you to see. I'm going to basically do this, follow a couple of my markings. You can again get a pencil and just draw in leaves pretty much wherever you feel like it.
Okay.
Here we are going, just filling in the shape that I had drawn here. A nice thick brush will make it go nice and quickly. And I like the flat brushes because you can get a nice straight line, as you can see when I go around like this, and I can also get into corners. This leaf here is joining this stem.
Right.
And once again we're going to get our red paint, and then we're just going to do the same thing. This time you're going to make your tulip just a tiny bit smaller, and we're going to do a full oval here. And then of course if you want to, you can just spend a little bit more time making sure that you dab the paint in on your edges a bit more. So So here we can take our yellow, and we're going to do the same thing, make a little teardrop, but maybe not so big.
Okay.
Like this.
And so Mary Jane, once you're done, once you've finished your painting, you're pleased with it, do you have to do anything? Do you iron it to sort of have the painting set in?
Yes, definitely. It's a very important step that you mustn't miss.
Okay.
Because when you wash it, then you're going to end up with paint perhaps leaking onto the rest of your fabric, and you really don't want that.
And when we're ironing, are we just ironing straight on the painting, or?
I suggest that you take a little bit of white cotton fabric and put it over the top, and then use this hot steam iron on top and just let it sit there for a couple of seconds.
Okay, and you end up with something as beautiful as this, and every one can look a little bit different because they're your own unique hand-painted pillow.
That's right, and it really doesn't matter. In fact, it adds to the fun and the style of the room.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for showing us how to make these.
Oh, you're very welcome.